Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So hope you're all doing well, first of all, and second, I wanted to cover the Cardano. Alright, so we have covered Cardano over the weekend. I talked about a potential reversal in Cardano, so I wanted to do this follow-up video on Cardano and kind of give you my take on Cardano, what I'm looking at, what are my target points, and all those good stuff. Alright, so before we get it started, as usual, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, hit those notifications, those bell icons, so you get this content right away. Since we're in a very dynamic market, this is, I keep on saying this, but it's very critical to like point it out regularly, because we are in a very dynamic market. What was true a few hours ago might not be relevant anymore right now. So that's why it's very critical to stay up to date with this market. So if you haven't already, please make sure to hit those subscription subscription button and those icon, the notification icon, so you get this content right away. Okay, so let's get it started on Cardano. So over the weekend I made this video. You can go back to the view list and take a look at the video I made. I was talking about, there is a potential reversal that might happen in Cardano into early this week, and we are seeing that right now. And let's see if we can sustain this reversal, and if we can get out of it and actually have a nice uptrend and break this resistance line that's coming all the way going back to January. So if we can break this resistance line that is coming all the way from January, all right? So right now Cardano is trading at around 21 cents. So what I really like about Cardano is basically, like, fundamentally the team behind Cardano is very strong. The project is much appreciated by the broader community. So there's fundamentally the coin is, there are a lot of good things that are going on for the Cardano project. Technically speaking, we have been in this steady downtrend for almost more than 2 months now. This is just due for a reversal. The indicators, the technical indicators that we were looking at over the weekend, the RSI was extremely oversold. MACD was about to turn bullish. So those are some of the things that were combining with the overall chart and overall, the trend. It just gives you that kind of prediction that there is a potential reversal that's coming up in the trade. That being said, you always want to do your stop losses, you always want to place your stop losses, you always want to do your risk management, because those are some basic things that you should be implementing as an investor, as a trader. There are a few strategies that you have to implement. There are and I'm working on creating this course that I will explain in more in detail about the strategies that you can implement, how to adapt to a different market, and all those good stuff. All right, that's still work in progress. Hopefully I will have that soon, and I will share it with the viewers and the community fairly soon. So but coming back to the price action, right now we are today we try to make it all the way high to about 24 cents, but we did not touch that my previous target that I was mentioning, which is around 25 cents. If we can and when I said that last time in my video, I said it a lot of time what happens is it does not quite hit your target points. It happens all the time that it doesn't exactly hit your target points, but usually what happens is it might go above it a little bit, or might be a little bit below it, depending on the market situation, depending on the overall market psychology, overall market strength. So that's what it really depends on. So if the overall market is really bullish, then I would have expected Cardano to go to 27 cents, because the overall market is much more bullish. Right now the overall market wasn't picking up, so that's why it retraced from 24 cents. So those are the things that you have to keep in mind when when you are like setting up your targets, when you're trying to take the profits, trying to adjust your stop losses. So keep those things. Those are like some soft skills that you have to learn as a trader, as an investor, and it really comes through by experience, by making more trades, by just doing it more often. And as I told you before, a lot of these things comes with experience, doing it over and over again. All right. So right now, again, the first target point remains around 25 cents, but for the intermediate we have some resistance that's coming from the 11-day moving average, and then we're going to have some resistance around 27 cents, 28 cents. So but if the overall market, we do need a healthy overall market. We need a good price action in Bitcoin and all those major coins in order to follow through on the scenario. Yes, it's been oversold. Yes, there are more. The bears, the people who wanted to sell Cardano, has been exhausted at this level. So what you have remainers, the remaining ones are mainly buyers. So think of it pretty in a very simple terms, like supply and demand. When there is enough supply, then the prices obviously will come down. When there's if the supply is limited and the demand is going up, then obviously price will start going up. All right. So keep those things in mind. At this level, people who wanted to keep Cardano around 19 and 20 cents, a lot of people think value there is a lot of value in Cardano around that level, around 19 and 20 cents. So they will keep Cardano. They will be like, okay, I'm a long-term holder, I will keep Cardano. If it comes down, I will add on more position. So that being said, that tells you that there are not enough sellers at that price point, and the remaining one will be the buyers. So that once that happens, the price started going up because there is enough demand and the supply of the circulating Cardano coins is low because nobody wants to sell it at that price point. So it's use that simple supply and demand methodology, so that will help you with the price action and why this price action goes up and down in a way it does. Okay, so initially, again, the 25, 26 maybe, that's the initial target point still remains for Cardano. The second target I think is gonna be around the 27, 28 cents. So that will be the second target in my opinion, and I think this is a good coin to hold for long term, because of the fundamentally it's a good coin and the team behind it is a good team. And I have said it plenty of time that more than anything, more than a project, more than the white paper, follow a good team, because the white paper and the project is as good as the team or the people who are working on it. If you have like a team that is very driven and very passionate about their project, you will see good results. You will see a sustainable results that are you can apply in real life, rather than having a white paper or a project that is completely out there and it's unreachable, and you're okay, is this going to happen in next 5 years or 10 years? You have to ask that question to yourself. So the realistic things is you want to target those projects, those are more realistic, and that can happen within a year or two. And you can see some of the returns within a year and two. Those are more realistic projects. Some projects that are so out there that is not realistic, and you have to really question those projects. That what is the time frame for those projects to be implemented, to be followed through on, and is it going to be profitable after all this implementation, after all the work that has been put into those projects. So those are some of the fundamentally things that you have to like look out for. All right, so just to recap, Cardano again looking stronger compared to overall market. It's holding up rather nicely compared to overall market. It's picking up, and I think if we can get some more volume on the bull side, we can definitely see that 27-28 cents fairly soon. Okay, so keep an eye on Cardano. It's one of the good coins, I think, and I think it have a potential to go toward that 27-28 cents if the overall market remains positive. Okay, before I end up closing the video, I wanted to quickly cover Bitcoin. I know I created this morning video on Bitcoin. We are sitting right at that resistance trend line and the 200-day moving average. This is a very critical level, so please keep an eye on it. If you haven't already, make sure you are following this market. If you haven't already, put in your stop losses. There's a lot of push and pull action going on. That's simply put. There's and you don't want to be the first one in the battle. I have said it before, but you don't want to be the first one in the battle. Let the bulls and bears fight it out, figure out where they want to go, rather than you going in and fighting it out for them. So again, I remain bullish. When I say I remain bullish, and I remain bullish for for the month of March. That's what I'm saying. But again, if this level doesn't hold up, if the 87, 88, and 8500 level don't hold up, then yes, I have to change those psychology, those plans, because those are some key levels that we need to hold and we need to maintain. So I will remain bullish until we can hold over this 9,000 level, this 200-day moving average, because that's a very critical moving average, and we need to stay over that. Okay, so right now we are at that critical junction. Let's see if we can stay over it. If not, then I will definitely make another video and let you know. Don't get stubborn with your calls. Let's say if you make a call, if I'm making a call, I can be wrong, but you have to adapt to that market. You have to adapt to that price action. So that's the thing about being an agile trader or investor. You have to constantly adapt yourself. If you get stubborn that, hey, no, I'm right and the market is wrong, it should be going up, it should not be going down, then you will get into trouble. As I have said it previously, if you try to fight the market, you will be on the losing side. So do not try to fight the market. All right, do not try to fight the market. Market is always right. You want to make sure you are, if you got a call that you're making is wrong, then adjust your trade. Adjust, because that's the only thing that you can control. I have said it many of times. You cannot control the price action. Only thing you can control is your trade. All right, so we'll get to that. If I start getting bearish, then I will make a video, and I will let you guys know that, hey, I'm leaning more bearish right now. But right now it's at that junction that if I have to pick one side, I still give the bulls the benefit of the doubt, just because they have overall the market conditions are improving, and I think they can really retake what was lost around 11,000 mark. But again, this market is it's a tricky market right now. There is a lot of conflicting indicators. There could be a bear flag, there could be the support there. So there are a lot of we're in that junction right now. We're in that price point right now. There's a lot of moving particles, and it's hard to call out one direction completely with a lot of confidence. So as I said it before, if I have to, then I will pick the bull side for the month of March. But again, we'll find out how this hold up at this level. So that being said, the best thing you can do as an investor, as a trader, is protect your trades. That's the only thing that you can do. nothing else matters, right? Nothing else you can control. The only thing you can control is your trades. I was looking at the S&P 500. I like to look at the global markets, and it's sitting a little bit, it broke this downward trend and is sitting a little bit up, consolidating. It had a little consolidation day today. I would be if it goes up tomorrow, if we get a nice uptick in S&P 500 price action, you will see that in Bitcoin. You will see a positive price action in Bitcoin if we get a positive momentum in S&P 500 and NASDAQ tomorrow. All right, so keep that in mind. I will make a morning video tomorrow and let you know on that and what I'm looking at and what you should be watching out for. Okay, so that's all, guys. Talk to you soon, and stay safe and best of luck.